Prayer can feel deeply personal, but it can also feel inconsistent. Sometimes you feel connected, sometimes distracted, sometimes unsure what to say, and sometimes overwhelmed. And one of the biggest misconceptions about prayer is that it has to be spontaneous to be sincere. But structure doesn't remove authenticity, it protects it. Today, I'm walking you through the full structure of the prayer journal. Not just what's inside, but why its section exists and how it supports a deeper, more intentional relationship with God. Before you deepen your prayer life, you assess it. Where am I right now in my prayer practice? This section invites honesty. How often do you pray? What does your current rhythm look like? Where do you feel strong? Where do you feel disconnected? You are not judging yourself. You are recognizing your starting point. Because growth begins with awareness. Getting closer to God. After awareness comes intention. This section helps you set spiritual goals. Not productivity goals, not achievement goals, but relationship goals. How do I want to grow spiritually? What kind of character do I want to cultivate? How do I move closer to who God created me to be? Prayer deepens when it becomes intentional. Now we move on to the page called Verses to Self-Reflect. Here, scripture becomes personal. Instead of reading passively, you align Bible verses with your real life experiences. You reflect on your emotions, your struggles, your patterns, and you ask, how does this verse speak to my current season? This creates insight. It makes scripture a cheer instead of distance. How do you speak to yourself and others? This is powerful because spirituality isn't separate from communication. How you speak reveals your heart. This section invites you to examine. Are my words compassionate? Are they reactive? Are they self-critical? Spiritual goals isn't just about prayer, it's about character. And this page connects those two. Self-reflection page. This is a flexible space. No structure, no strict format. Just authenticity. Because your prayer life needs room to breathe. Sometimes you write structured prayers. Sometimes you pour out emotion. Sometimes you question. Sometimes you praise. And this page honors that range. Next, we have the ACTS or the Acts Prayer Method. This is where we introduce the structure: adoration, confession, thanksgiving, and supplication. This framework simplifies prayer. When your mind feels busy, when you don't know what to say, when you feel scattered, structure keeps you grounded. It gives direction without limiting sincerity. My prayer practice. This is where we shift into rhythm. A clear mind for deep prayer. Distraction is one of the biggest barriers to prayer. This section offers guidance for calming a busy mind because connection requires focus. This isn't about perfection, it's about preparation. Then we have the daily practice. This is where intention becomes repetition. You list areas of spiritual focus: patience, gratitude, trust, forgiveness, service. And you track how you're strengthening them. Growth requires consistency. Now we have the create rituals and routines section. This is where we have the morning prayer, the evening reflection. Rituals reduces resistance. Instead of waiting to feel inspired, you create rhythm. And rhythm builds intimacy. Spiritual connection grows when it becomes part of daily life. Finally, we move on to monthly testimony. This section is powerful. You pause, you reflect, you look back. How has God worked in my life this month? Where did I see provision? Where did I see growth? Where did I see protection? Testimony builds faith. When you document answered prayers, you build trust, and trust strengthens relationship. And then we have our daily reflection for 12 weeks. This is where prayer becomes embedded in daily life. Each day includes scripture and reflection prompts. You begin your day with alignment. You end your day with gratitude and reflection. 3 months of consistent spiritual reflection transforms awareness, not dramatically, but steadily. Then we have our weekly reflection. This is where we zoom out. What stood out this week? What challenged me? Where did I grow? How did I serve others? Faith isn't isolated from daily life. This section integrates the two. Then we have our blank dotted pages. Sprinkled throughout the journal are blank dotted pages. These matter because prayer isn't always structured. Sometimes you need space to write freely, scribble thoughts, journal scripture, vent, praise, and grieve. The dotted pages honor authenticity. This is the prayer trackers. This one may be the most impactful section. You may write and track your prayers, and over time you revisit them. You see what was answered, what shifted, what grew. Tracking builds awareness of God's faithfulness. It strengthens testimony. It transforms vague hope into documented evidence. And this is why this structure works. This prayer journal moves through layers: awareness of your current state, intentional spiritual growth, the scriptural alignment, structured prayer method, daily rhythm, monthly testimony, ongoing tracking. And it supports focus, consistency, self-awareness, deeper relationships. It's not rigid, it's supportive. Structure here doesn't replace authenticity, it protects it. Prayer isn't about performance, it's about connection. And connection deepens with consistency. When you create space daily, when you reflect weekly, and you document monthly, your spiritual life becomes intentional, not reactive, not occasional. It's steady. And steadiness builds trust. Trust builds faith. Faith builds peace.